it's me, and I'm baking today again. Honestly, it seems like this series is kind of polarizing. You either love it or you hate it. Some of you are just like, yeah, I don't really like the baking videos. I kind of want you to stop. And then the rest of you are just like, please bake again. I need to see you bake. I don't know, I guess I'll continue. In my past baking videos, I have baked, quotes around that word, in order to recreate a squishy makeover of mine. This is one of my squishy creations, obviously, but today is a little bit different because I'm actually going to bake to recreate a painting of mine. It's a small painting. This came from my customizing phone case video that I made a couple months ago. And side note, I have turned this design into an actual printed phone case. I'll put the link in the description for that. I promised you guys that I would try to bake this in real life. It might be somewhat of a challenge for me. I'm still not great at this baking thing. And after my last baking experience, hello, I think my cake is falling apart. Well, I'm a little traumatized, but I'm here now. I'm here to try. So I call this a mac cake, which clearly is a dessert that I just completely made up.
Pulled it out of my butt.
It involves a slice of cake on the bottom with a French macaron in the middle, and then a scoop of ice cream on top of that, and on top of that, hot fudge, whipped cream, a cherry. A lot of stacking involved. I am gonna kind of work from the bottom up. So let's get started with the cake. The cake. Is making a box cake really even baking?
Hardly.
But we've got a lot of things to do. The point is to visually recreate something, and box cake will do the trick. I'm gonna start heating up the oven. Grab my bowl, pour the cake mix in. Ooh, okay, so bigger bowl. I never learn. Ooh, don't look at my scissors. They're broken. Cup of water, vegetable oil. Hey, I am improving big time because I'm using actual vegetable oil this time. You see this? Look at this. In my last video, I realized I didn't have vegetable oil, so I substituted vegetable oil with olive oil. I don't have vegetable oil, but I do have olive oil. Many people were very angry about it. Lesson learned. Don't do that. In with the vegetable oil. Hey.
I've been running from the law.
Whoa, buddy. No, definitely not. Because also, why is half my audience suddenly professional bakers when I make these videos? I swear, I see so many comments. I'm a professional baker, and what
My
you did there was
sister is actually.
I am married to a professional baker.
Who knew there were so many professional bakers out there? It's crazy. To all of you professional bakers, you may feel frustrated watching these videos, and for that, I deeply apologize. I'm sorry. Next is 3 eggs. Delectable. Right before I started filming this video, I came to the discovery that I only have one of this size cake pan. This is obviously a layered cake, which means I have to bake them separately. Let me just spray. There. Oh. And we fill. Looks good to me. Time for the oven already. No. Okay, into the oven. Let me put this to the side. Now, while my cake is baking, I am going to move on to working on the next element, which is the macaron. Macaron. Now, if you've been with me on this
channel,
I have actually made macarons before. Even though it's supposed to be something that's very technically difficult, it turned out not too bad for me.
Like an air pocket under the surface. I can see it. Also, they're very misshapen and the color is hideous. But other than that, they're just perfect.
I am using a different recipe this time because this is a chocolate macaron. Probably the only difference is you add cocoa powder, but I just wanted to use a chocolate macaron recipe, so back. Why did it print in landscape? First step. Oh, right. We need to beat the egg whites So I have 2 eggs.
We must extract the whites from the yolks.
I have this little thing. A friend of mine got this for me because she saw the struggle that I had with separating the yolks. So you just crack the egg in here.
It's really cute.
In we go. Oh, it's cute. Now I just pour it in the bowl. Come on. Ew. And we are left with the yolk. And these eggs do have to rest. This recipe says for 24 to 48 hours. So I actually put these out on the counter last night. I think they've rested long enough. One more.
Good job.
So now we are left with our egg whites. Now add 5 tablespoons of sugar to the egg whites. Beat the eggs until they hold their shape. They start liquidy, they get a little foamy, get really foamy, and then they turn into this delectable, smooth beauty. Basically, it's thick. Should I do the test? Woo! We got this. So that's ready. I think we're done with the mixer. Bye. What is happening? My cake is done, so let me get that out of the oven. Wow, it really took me 30 minutes to beat some eggs. All right, cake is out, looks good. It's just gonna be chilling for a little while, literally. You know, let it cool. I'll do the next step for the macarons. Wow, multitasking. Powdered sugar, cocoa powder, and almond flour. Powdered sugar, cocoa powder, and let me go get the almond flour. Oh, where is it? Crap. It wouldn't be in there. I bought a whole bag of almond flour last time I made these.
This was like $8 for a thing of flour.
I didn't want to buy more because I thought I still had it,
I haven't used it.
but I can't find it.
Jordan didn't use it.
Nobody used almond flour. Hold on. Do you know where the almond flour would be? So Jordan has kindly offered to pick me up some almond flour while he's out. Why am I so unprepared? I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. This is all my fault, and now I'm inconveniencing other people. I'm breaking down. Enough drama. Let's carry on. My cake is cooled now, so let me just plop this out. No fiascos there. It looks good. No problems. Great. Okay. Pour. And this one into the oven. Oh, what do I do now? Guess I'll just pop in my earbuds. What a coincidence! This video is sponsored by Raycon earbuds. So I've gone through somewhat of a journey with my earbuds, okay? My first pair of wireless earbuds hurt my ears, so I tried a new brand, and those would not pair. It was super annoying. Also, they hurt my ears. And then I started using the Raycon earbuds. Seriously though, these are the first earbuds I've used with 0 issues. You just pop them out of their compact wireless charging case. They have seamless Bluetooth pairing, and for me, the best part, they're super comfortable and they're affordable. They start at about half the price of any of the premium wireless earbuds on the market with just as great of sound. So I've been using these constantly while I'm painting, baking, cleaning. These are their everyday E25 earbuds. They come in a bunch of new colors. Click the link in the description below to get 15% off of your order. And thank you to Raycon earbuds for sponsoring this video. Ah, perfect timing.
Jordan to the rescue.
Wow, thank you. Finally, we can get to these dry ingredients. So we want a half a cup of almond flour. Now I have another huge bag of almond flour. Don't disappear this time. 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. My other cake is done. Whew. Back to this. 1 cup of powdered sugar, and we sift it. Sifting and sifting and sifting and sifting and sifting. I don't know why sifting makes me want to sing. It's kind of pretty. I feel like this recipe may be a little bit less precise than the last one because I believe in the last recipe I had to put these in a food processor and sift, and this one just tells me to sift it, which is fine. That's fine by me. Is anything coming out anymore? This is like gravel. Ugh. This is probably why they had you put it through the food processor. Hello. Hello? What to go on? Is that secure? Can we tell that I don't use the food processor much? That should be a... Oh my gosh. That should do it, I would think. Let's try this now. The gravel is back. I am giving up. I'm done. All right. Ooh. I hope it's not bad for egg whites to sit for a long time, because it's been a long time. It's time to add the dry ingredients to the egg whites. I've been told different things, that you should mix aggressively, that you should mix gently, and everyone's very passionate about their opinion. I don't really know what's right. My soul says gently. Put all the dry ingredients in and just fold this gently. It's much thicker than the last macaron batter, if I remember correctly. I don't know, professional bakers, is this right? Get out my very dirty baking tray. You can dye. Parchment paper. Do I have parchment paper? I don't actually have parchment paper. I do have wax paper. I think they're roughly the same. You know what? I'm starting to think that half my problem with these baking experiences is the shopping. I only have one. Crap. I don't actually have parchment paper. I need to make sure that I get all the right stuff in advance, okay? I think it's pretty much the same thing. Fine. It's fine. We will survive it. Now I need a piping bag for the batter in there. This is really thick and lumpy. I've screwed everything up. It's not like the macaron is the superstar anyway. It's just part of the team. Now here's something else to consider, because one of the major problems in my mind is the proportions of things.
Cake big.
Macaron small.
But in this wonderful imagined creation, they are all the same size. So I think I need to make this a big macaron. Let me go ahead and cut pretty far up there. Who's that? Now the best part. These must sit and dry. Setting the timer for 30 minutes. And in the meantime, we can kick up our feet, relax. No, we can't. We have to frost a cake. This. Oh, where's my little turntable thingy thing? I almost forgot about this. Pop this one out. Uh-oh. Come on. Oh. Okay. All right, it's okay. I'm gonna slice the top off of this one. Frost this. I am using canned frosting. Let's just try to deal with it. I still don't have a frosting knife, or do I? The cake in the painting has a nice thick layer of frosting in the center, so let's make sure to just make that real thick. Stick this on top. This is a freaking tall cake. What have I done? Maybe I should just cut a little bit more off of this. That's fine.
I do have a frosting knife.
Oh my gosh, I'm kind of running out of frosting already. Maybe it was a bad idea to put the frosting so thick in the center. I don't need this entire cake. I just need a piece of it. Let me just make sure that at least one side of it is frosted. It's leaning. There's a lot of crumbs in the frosting. It looks pretty darn awful. We've got priorities. I'm looking at the bigger picture. What's important is how they look all together. It will be fine. Cake's done. Shoot, I was supposed to use the frosting for the filling on the macarons too. I'm going to do the unthinkable.
And all of my dreams are fading.
I'm ashamed right now. Yeah, I am. What about the ice cream? I'm not making ice cream from scratch. Are we surprised? No, we're not. Now, you may be thinking, what? The ice cream in the painting is pink, and this is vanilla. Oh, no, you've messed up again. You're the worst. And we all hate you. I looked for strawberry ice cream or just pink ice cream, and the colors just were not saturated enough. So I figured it would be better for me to just take vanilla ice cream and dye it pink so that we could get a brighter pink color that's more similar to what's in the painting. Got my ice cream, get a big bowl. pop this in the microwave. Now that it's a little bit more melted, I'm gonna add a little pink food coloring. That looks about the same pink as the painting. It tastes better pink. And I'm gonna put this back in the freezer. The oven's actually ready now, so I'm gonna put the macarons in there. I'm gonna go ahead and slice our little piece of cake. I think I'm gonna try to make like more of a square piece so that it's easier to stack. It's a really tall piece of cake. I feel like I should just cut off the bottom. All right, that's good. The frosting on the cake kind of comes down like over the edge. So I'm gonna try to achieve that by scraping off frosting and putting it on the edge. Kind of finger paint with the frosting. Ah, wow. I mean, this cake has just been through it all, man. And we have 2 minutes until the macarons are supposed to be done. What do I do with my free time? There's a lot of dishes to be done. It's time to get the macarons out. Oh, what the heck? What's on fire in there? They were definitely smoking. These are how the macarons came out. They are truly massive. They don't look too bad. We'll just let those cool for a sec. All right, these have cooled down, and let me just pull them off. Oh boy. Uh-oh. That's cool. Don't use wax paper. That sticks really bad. Easy removal, my butt. I mean, it's mostly gone. Oh my gosh, it's so heavy. The cake cannot take it. No, we might need some toothpicks. Okay. Please don't fall. You can do this. You've got this.
With open arms, I'll carry you.
I'm very worried about putting even more weight on top of this. Maybe I can like lift up the bottom a little bit. That actually kind of worked. All right, it's leaning a little bit less now. Is there anything else I can do? You know what? No, just stop. Stop right there. Do not touch it anymore. I'm gonna leave this alone and wait for the ice cream to freeze completely. It's been a little while, and I think I'm gonna give this ice cream a shot. Hopefully it doesn't start to melt and then just like our cake and macaron combo is still standing. Let me go get the ice cream. Doesn't have much of a scoop shape. It's just kind of a blob of ice cream. Back in the freezer it goes. It's time to do the toppings. I'm gonna start with the chocolate. I am aware that hot fudge should be hot, but I really don't want to start melting this ice cream. I don't want it to fall apart, so I am gonna just put it on cold. I'm aware that it's gonna be thicker and stickier. It's melting the ice cream even though it's room temperature. Crap, it's falling. I gotta get this in the freezer. That's not good. Out of the freezer, the chocolate, it just looks like a turd sitting on top of the ice cream, and it's melting. It's melting. Let's just hurry up and move on. Nice whipped cream to try to cover that up. Cherry. Okay. And finally, no, I'm sorry. I cannot talk right now.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, what are you doing, sir? Man, working with ice cream. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of a break with this one and say that I did okay considering this was trying to emulate something that was completely just made up and not real. If it weren't for the ice cream melting all the time, then I think that this would have turned out perfect. It still looks quite tasty, I will say that. There goes the cherry and all the toppings. Bye-bye. Well, that was the shortest life of something that I've baked ever. Honestly, I think my biggest mistake might have been melting the ice cream to dye it. It never like firmed up completely, and it was so smooth and slippery, and I think that might have killed it for us. For a split second there, I think it looked pretty good. Now, obviously, it's just kind of a mess. Somehow, even though I spent all day on something that looks like a hot mess or a cold mess, I'm not that mad at it, to be honest. I think that this was a really difficult thing to make because it didn't really make sense. This is not based on reality. You have to admire the effort. Well, you don't have to, but I hope you do. I'm glad that I at least tried it. I have no idea how to eat this. Okay, that's, oh, okay. I'm not trying to destroy it this time, I promise. The macaron is actually very good though. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I did my best as usual to try to create something cool looking. I think for a solid 2 seconds it was there. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.